Welcome to the very beginning of 5 weeks out. I'm super excited. I filmed this a tiny bit out of sequence. What you're gonna see next is a little mini prep breakdown that happened just before this. But anyway, if you're new here, if you're not, my name's Michelle. I like to be called Michelle-y by people who, are friends. And yeah, I just like to film my journey because I've never done this before. This is going to be my 7th show. I typically have competed in bikini before, and I don't have a lot of muscle, right? I just don't. So I'm gonna try Fit Model, and I'm really excited about that because not only do I have a hard time building muscle, I don't know. I'm a smaller framed person, and I just don't really want to carry that much musculature around. I find it beautiful in everyone else. I just don't really want it for myself. Plus, being a woman in my 50s, if I gained that much muscle, I have a lot of clothes that I'm just not willing to part with. So that's it. So I started filming this, I want to say at 8 or 9 weeks out. I promised myself that I am going to do these little updates once a week until show day, and then hopefully after, and then we'll see what my coach and I have planned for after, depending on how things go. Yeah, that being said, switching from bikini Fit Model, if you've heard me before, I've talked about it's weird because less musculature, which is good, but I'm still not even sure that I have enough muscle, honestly, to compete in Fit Model. These girls that are doing well right now have far more muscle than the girls that did well in the beginning of the year. The girls that have done well this whole year, they're all beautiful. They're all accomplished. I'm so excited for all of them. However, watching how the divisions are changing and what's going on, I'm keeping my ear low to the ground so I can hear what's going on, right? The other thing is that because the word model is in it, I'm a little bit scared because it's like the age group I'm going to compete in right now is going to be 45 plus. I'm almost 53. So for me to compete model-wise with girls who are potentially 8 years younger than me, it's okay, it's doable. But then it calls into question all of these the BS that all of us, I want to say women, but I'm pretty sure guys go through this too, where we're like, am I enough? All these things, okay? So the next 5 weeks, obviously I'm gonna keep pushing it as hard as I can in the gym, keep that muscle that I built, and it's been hard earned, trust me. My coach is like, you can push more, you can do more, that wasn't a failure, you had more in you, you could lift more. And I'm so thankful for his guidance in that way because he's believed in me when I didn't believe in myself and I was afraid I was gonna get hurt. He's like, you're not gonna get hurt. You're stronger than that. And I'm like, am I? And he's like, yeah, you're stronger. So I'm like, okay, I'm stronger than that. So I can do that. Now I need to work on, you've seen me working on my posing. Now it's like the package, right? It's like the model-y package. I get in my head about ageism and aging. It's like, hey, I'm obviously gray. I love the gray hair. I always wanted to be a platinum blonde, right? But is it gonna be awarded? Because I'm not changing who I am to compete. I compete because it helps me be a better me. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm getting in my head a little bit about that. So if any of you are gray-haired girlies, if you would drop a comment below and like let me know if you've had any experience with that either. But yeah, it's kind of how I'm sitting right now. Kind of sitting in some good feelings. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the next 5 weeks has in store. Do you want to meet Jaja? Push. Shaji. Hi. Do you want to say hi to YouTube? Hi. Hi, YouTube. Thanks for watching my channel. Ah, I don't typically get like prep feels. Like people talk about it and I didn't really get it. Oof, I look a disaster. Oh, there's Coco back there too. I have 3 little chihuahuas. Jaja right here is actually a Chiweenie. Yeah, pretty girl. Um, but Fridays, I exchange my chicken for sashimi tuna, and my carbs are my rice. And let me just tell you, I look so forward to that because for many years in my family, Friday night is pizza night. So 3 years ago, roughly 3 years ago, we turned it into pizza and sushi night because I don't know, pizza just doesn't sit well with me. I know I have celiac, right? But that should be fine. But even like gluten-free pizza hits my stomach like a lead weight. Doesn't it, Pushy? It's like a lead weight. And so I get sashimi, sushi, and my family eats pizza. Today, the place, so I stopped and I picked up their pizza. And then the place I usually get my sushi from, I called the manager. So I'm like, I'm just gonna drive by. I'm just gonna do a pop in. Closed. They went on vacation. So rude. No, I'm just kidding. They went on vacation and not a big deal. Shouldn't be a big deal. Not a big deal. It's a big deal because I really want to make freaking sashimi from there. It's so good. Their fish is so fresh. And I live in the prairies, right? So sushi can be sketch at best. It's not like I live on a coast where sushi is good and fresh and all that. No, it's good. It's delicious. It's never been bad. So I'm like, okay, second choice. I go to a different sushi place. We only have tuna rolls and vegetarian rolls. I'm like, you're a sushi place? Then I put air in my tires because it says they're all low, which I doubt. So I think it's just a sensor or something. My sensors on my car, I drive a little Mini Cooper, are messed up for some reason in the last little while. So taking it on Monday to get it fixed. I'm gonna take you along with me because I can't be the only one that's gonna have to go through this. So I called my husband. He didn't answer, he's working. He calls me back, he's like, babe, sup? I'm like, yo, bruh, can't find my sushi anywhere. What do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. I'm over it. I'm just gonna eat my chicken. And my broccoli. Not my broccoli. I don't eat broccoli. My chicken. And my rice. And my green beans. He just called me. He's like, I found a different sushi place. I'm gonna stop and get it for you. I'm like, and that felt like he delivered my firstborn child. It's like, okay, thank you for bringing this sushi home to me. Thank you. It's like the mighty hunter has gone out and brought me the sushi. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like. Hopefully, he said his words, he said it's a bit of a debacle in trying to explain to the lady what he wants. And it's probably a him problem. This guy. Anyway, so we'll see. Hopefully it is what I'm really hoping it is. Oh, I'm a little teary-eyed little prep girl. I was like, well, that's my treat. I want some wasabi, and I want some little ginger, and some tuna that I'm gonna weigh out, and my rice that I'm gonna weigh out, and I really want that. We'll see, I'll let you know. I love updating this weekly. So fun. Good morning. It is Monday morning of the 5 weeks out. Pretty excited about it. Just getting ready for the day. It's like, I don't know, 20 to 5. I want to be at the gym by 5 o'clock because I have an appointment to get my Mini Cooper looked at. I don't know what a drivetrain is. There's a light that keeps coming on in my car that says you can continue driving moderately, but get like request service.
So it's taken me a couple months to request the service, but it's getting done today. So that's exciting. The other thing is yesterday was a weird day where I knew in the beginning of the day it was going to be hard to try and like navigate couple stressful situations and kind of let you in on kind of what I do to try and mitigate some of that stress for myself. Have a sip first. So, first, I knew I was taking my husband and father in law to the airport, and my father in law has limited mobility, right? They're going away. They're going to Vegas the week before me because they could do this little golf tour with all their little friends, which is so fun for them. I hope they have the best time ever. And but so then I went and see my husband, who's a great source of support for me for like a week. So I got up really early. I was at the gym, I think 4:30 in the morning on a Sunday. Then we met at the lake at about 6:30 so we could spend some time together and walk around. It was really cool. It was kind of like it was foggy and kind of eerily creepy and chilly, which I loved that weather. Then getting them to the airport and getting all of their stuff, like the electric wheelchair, my father-in-law in another wheelchair, and then golf clubs and sets of luggage and all these things, be a lot just for my husband to do himself. So obviously I wanted to go in and do that, help my daughter with a couple things at her house, like hanging some pictures and this and that. I wanted to meet a friend for a walk, which was part of my self care and stress management because I knew going into this day that I would be taking my oldest dog to the vet and that he probably wouldn't be coming home with me. Um, no, I can't get this open, but yeah, he didn't come home with me yesterday. So the things that I did to try and mitigate the stress for myself, what I did was set my day up to prioritize. Obviously, this I need to be here for this person and this time for this person. What are things that I can do for me that still fill my cup in between these? I don't want to say chores or tasks, but in between these blocked off times where I know my stress is going to be high. So I spent time with my hubby. I spent time with my girlfriend. We reconnected and chatted about, what's going on in our days, right? Um, and then before I left to take my dog to the vet, I made sure that my my bed was how I wanted to come home to because I knew I would be coming home and just coming into bed, right? I prioritized my rest. I had my favorite pajamas out, my soft jammies. I had my tea that I drink at night already beside my bed. I had my water beside my bed. All that. My housework was done. Okay. It was all done for the day. That way I got home at 3 in the afternoon. 3 in the afternoon. I locked up the house. My meals were all eaten. I went to bed. I didn't give myself any more shoulds for the day. The shoulds were done, right? No more shoulds to be given. So I laid there. I let myself sleep when I slept. Um, I didn't answer my phone. I did not give myself more things to do. I just allowed myself to have some feels, to have some giggles, and just to be, right? Well, lo and behold, guess what happened? Instead of retaining and harboring these feelings that I was going through, I woke up this morning. I feel refreshed. I feel like I'm ready to take on the day because around the times of caring for those in my life and doing the things that I needed to do, I prioritized my rest. I prioritized my well being. And I feel great. And this is important in terms of prep. Guess who's down another pound overnight? Yay! I guarantee you that would not have happened had I just done things that I would normally maybe do, right? To keep myself busy. And what else can I go do? Oh, this person needs this. Oh, let me go drive it and deliver it to them. Um, there, people will always need more things from us, right? And that's okay. But the list kind of never ends. So sometimes it's all right. Just go to bed. Bed. That is on my shirt. I don't know what that is. But anyway. So today I'm going to take my car to the dealership. I have a massage booked at 10:30. I have a posing class later this afternoon and then go pick my car up. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway,
I keep my water handy. That way I have no excuses not to drink enough water during the day.
I don't know if you're like a regular gym goer or you're ever intimidated by gym people or even like maybe intimidated to even go into the gym. I'm always amazed at how much people really crave human interaction, right? And like how open we actually are when someone takes the time to talk to us about what we want to talk about or to connect with us. It was so nice this morning. I was at the gym practicing my posing. There's a lady that I see there most mornings, right? And she's been so sweet. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, she's like, "Hey, are you getting ready for a show?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am." And she's like, "Oh, well, you're looking good." I was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you," because posing in public is hard to do. I don't know about for you. If I pose at home, even not recording for my coach, even not like on a posing class, it's hard. And then to be in the gym, in the training room, right? And work on posing is difficult. So she made my day. Well, today we started talking about, she's like, "Hey, how many weeks are you now? What's going on?" And I told her, she's like, "How's the diet going? Are you cutting?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's actually going pretty good. I don't like, I feel like for me, my calories are still pretty good. I'll have a day or so here or there where I don't know what that is. You guys hear that? Beep, beep. I don't know what it is. I won't be super annoying. I think it's something with my alarm system. And I don't know why this happens every time Troy goes away. Like he goes away and either the dishwasher stops working, my car is at the shop right now, or I don't know. Now the same with my alarm. I've had to change smoke detector batteries. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but we have a very, very clear cut division of labor in our home. I have my things. He has his things. We stick to our wheelhouse and we do our share of this. Ooh, we do our share of things. And then that way, something's not done. We all know who did it. You didn't do it. And it's okay that you didn't do it, but it's your job. Anyway, so this beeping is annoying. So I'm going to have to call him and not interrupt his golf game to see what's going on. But so we were talking about, I said, "How are you?" And she asked how my meals were. I said, "They're fine right now." And she said that she really struggles with keeping her calories where she says they should be. And the vulnerability and the beauty in that moment of one woman to another woman was just like, it was so heart opening. She was just stretching on the floor. So I sat down beside her instead of like standing. We had a nice little talk about menopause and kind of what it does to your body. For me, the worst was obviously the hot flashes that kept me up all night. Then once I kind of got a hold of those, just sleep. Sleep evades me. I will fall asleep like a rock, which is why I go to bed so early because I don't want to miss, I almost said the shuttle bus. I don't want to miss the sleep shuttle bus. It leaves at a certain time. And if I miss it, I'm hooped. Like I'm not catching the next shuttle bus. I will be awake until like a day later. So I asked her how her sleep was. Oh, her sleep's okay, this and that. And it was just lovely. It was just lovely. I really wish that more of us could feel safe with talking to other women and sharing just what our issues are and what our struggles are. Currently, my next struggle is actually, I was supposed to go to Canadian Tire and get the extra large pee pads because yes, well, sadly I no longer have Poncho. Um, I still have Coco and Jaja, and we're going on holidays, and I don't want our amazing house sitter, dog sitter, mostly dog babysitter, dog snuggler, to have to need to run out of anything. So I have to go get pee pads. There's like extra large ones. My chihuahuas are like, I don't know, you can't see them. Coco is like 4 pounds. She doesn't like the wind. She doesn't like it when it's like over 20 degrees. She doesn't like it when it's colder than 12 degrees. She's very specific. She doesn't like the rain. She hates the snow. She just doesn't want to go outside. You know what? I'm okay with putting a pee pad in our spare bathroom. I don't really care. We have three bathrooms in our house, and one is really it's the dog's bathroom. That's where their pee pads go. So I've got to go get those. Um, like I said earlier, I had my massage. I almost forgot I get to do payroll today. My staff gets paid this Friday. So I've got to get payroll in through QuickBooks. That way the money can be deposited into their accounts on time. And I need to do my GST, like filing reporting, as well as pay my PST for my company. Those things I need to do that I forgot about earlier. Haven't been sharing much with my meals because truthfully, well, that's the other thing me and this lady talked about. We talked about how if we eat things like, say you can switch out one carb source for another carb source. Some carb sources stick with me longer, like oatmeal for some reason, and certain rice, like brown rice, sticks in my body longer. But if I were to have like a cracker, even though I equate the same amount of carbs, I'm starving. And then it creates this like pantry demon in me where I want to go to the pantry and like eat everything in there. And so we talked about that, which was amazing. So my foods now, 5 weeks out, are very boring. Literally, a little sweet potato, some spinach, chopped very fine, those little frozen little cubes that are kind of weird, but they're delicious. An egg, ground extra lean ground chicken breasts. Very boring. I'm not into Franken foods. I don't dig them. I don't really, my stomach doesn't digest most protein powders very well. So I will have protein in my Ninja Creamy at night because then if I have a little food baby, it's gone by the morning time. But yeah, I'm sticking to Whole Foods. Not very exciting. Next week though in Vegas, things are going to be different because I get to meal prep in a condo kitchen, and I know they don't have for sure a Ninja Creamy. I like to see if I can buy like a little personal travel one, but those other ones I don't really had one before. They don't really work that well. It's not that brand. It's a different brand. But I really think that every hotel or not hotel, maybe condo with a kitchen, that kind of thing, should come equipped with an air fryer. like, I'm like, how can I get my air fryer in my check bag? It's okay. Things will be barbecued next week. They won't be smoked, but they'll be barbecued. And I'll probably switch out some of my protein for shrimp because I don't know, for some reason in the heat there, I do like shrimp and cucumber. So I'll share those things with you also, as well as what I'm getting packed, getting ready. Because my family's out of the house right now, so I'm getting all of my stuff ready to pack. So I've got my check bag, I've got my carry-on, I'm packing my hats for sun safety that I'm going to be taking. I get to just leave it here. I still leave it there and be like a single girl for the week, right? Just doing my thing, hanging out, all the good stuff. So that's my plan. I was thinking, I feel like I want to take all these outfits. Like maybe I'll just show you right now, actually. So I have these things picked and planned to see the sequins and the sparkles because, sorry, I'm a bit of a magpie. I love sparkly things. This cutie little black top. Okay, come on. I want to wear it. Probably because I'm not going anywhere fancy for sure. We don't even usually go out for supper, but I might pair it with a pair of sneakers because it's Vegas, right? Like walking a million miles, and some little itty bitty shorts, some white sneakers. I think that would be really cute. The other items that I have, now these are cute. I think this would look great with like a super basic white tank top. They look massive there. These really cute little shorts. Aren't they adorable? I used to wear these all the time in Vegas and I love them. They're super comfortable and they just kind of make me feel fancy. I have these ones too because the rest of my wardrobe is going to be workout clothes and a sweatsuit for in the condo because we like to keep it ungodly cold in there. So yeah, maybe I'll share with you what I'm packing later. Later today, when I get home from my massage, I'm going to give myself a little facial, I'll probably bring my one of my radio frequency machines home from work to work on some of my body skin later. Yeah. Anyway, chat soon.
This is one of the glute exercises I've been doing lately. It's on the leg press machine, and I did it a little bit differently. So I keep my legs pretty straight. My feet are touching each other, they're super close together. And you see, I'm holding my glutes because doing them this way, I feel like I can feel like my glute muscle just working like crazy. I don't find it extremely taxing on my whole body, not like when I do the squat variation of this, because I do like one leg hands hack squats and that kind of thing. So this is one way that I keep my nervous system exhaustion at a minimum so that I can recover properly.
So it is almost the end of 5 weeks out, basically starting 4 weeks. And today was check-in day with my coach, which was awesome. And I'm going to insert a little like video clip of some of my posing practice from today. It's getting better. It's getting better. Still a work in progress, right? That's all right. It's all right. We're going to dip my food just a tiny bit today, he said. And so I'm showing you a clip from my glute day. So I did cardio and glutes today. In the beginning of my workouts, I like to do more compound movements. So I did a variation of a step back and down. If you've probably seen girls doing that at the gym, guys too. But I use it like a hack squat this way, because I have old lady neck, which is like I have arthritis in my neck, so nothing can go this way. And just to hold weights this way, my hands and my arms tire out faster than my legs do, right? So I use the hack squat because I find it's much more comfortable and I can actually progress better that way. And then I can take my step back. I do a curtsy lunge variation of that too. But what I'm showing in this clip is a variation of uh, leg press that I started doing. Is I do those after I do a compound movement. That way there's not as much strain and fatigue on my body. More importantly for me, with what I'm going through, more on my nervous system. So whether you're a woman of a certain age or you're dealing with like a health issue, also like chronic fatigue or something like that, that's what I do to kind of mitigate the risks of me not being able to come back to the gym for a few days or a few weeks because I've overdone my nervous system or overstrained my body. I still need to strain it a certain amount, which is the tricky part, because like a certain amount I function better. But my body lets me know real quick if I take that little hair step over it too much. So I do compound movements first, then I do this leg press, and you'll see my legs are right side by side, right? That is because I was watching this video online and this trainer was talking about and explained how we did it. So my butt is right towards the very, very back of the seat, and I'm a little bit like neutral spine, like I'm not super back, again, because it takes some of the strain off my neck. And then I can really feel my glutes firing. They're warm, they're worked, but the rest of my body can kind of relax, right? After that, I did some cable kickbacks and I finished it off with seated hip abductions. That was my glute day. So that was super fun. I got some, I got my hair done. I don't know if you can tell, but I got just a couple rows of extensions put in. It's kind of was hard to match because, right, my hair is naturally very gray. It doesn't look the best because I've done right now the style anyway, because I've done cardio, it's outside and windy, and I was at the gym already. But I'm super excited. I thought, seeing how I'm going to Vegas, I might as well get some Vegas-ized hair. And then what else? So I've got therapy this afternoon, and I'm gonna try and finish packing. So maybe I'll show you this. I think it's interesting because we stay in condos typically. Probably because I don't like to eat out a lot. My husband doesn't either. I have left food issues, like I have celiac disease, so I can't just go to a restaurant. So I find if I do go to a restaurant, there's so much thinking and planning involved. Honestly, it kind of wrecks the fun. Oh no, there's a great gluten-free restaurant over here. Right. It's probably not very good. I'm sorry, I don't like it. So I just rather cook my own food at home, and then I stay on track. And I know I eat things that I digest well, that my body likes. So I'll show you kind of the things that I take with me because I'll be cooking in a condo kitchen. But really, other than a blender and frying pans, there's not a lot there. So I'll share that with you later. Anyway, almost 4 weeks out. See you soon. It's the end of the day, Thursday. Well, ish end of the day. It's 5 o'clock. I just ate my supper. Delicious chicken, rice, green beans. But I was craving something sweet, so I put a little bit of like a curry spice on it, and then a little bit of stevia, and oh my gosh, it like hit perfectly. So what I take when I travel, so that I stay on my plan, right? Especially only 4 weeks out. So because the condo never has anything, I take my baggies so I can take snacks. So if I'm out running errands, doing groceries, going to the gym, going for cardio, going shopping, I have my meals planned with me. So I have my containers to take, right? I have a little cooler. I take my tea that way. It's like my nightly ritual. I drink it every single night. It helps with my digestion. Salt and pepper because they never have it in the condo. And I got tired of spending like, I don't know, I was probably only $2. But every single time you go someplace, I also take my own plastic wrap because that's like also a pet peeve. I'm not gonna buy one of these every time I go and use like that much of it, right? So I just take one with me. My favorite chili seasonings I also take with me because I just don't know when I get there. Are they gonna have exactly the one that I want? Maybe. What are the odds? I don't know. And I also don't want to spend my whole vacation looking for these simple little things, right? I also take my little omelet maker here. Not because I'm gonna have eggs with them this time, because I'm only having a whole egg, not and one egg is not really that big of a thing to make an omelet with. So what I do is I make those I take my ground chicken or ground turkey and I mold it in here, cook it for a couple minutes first so that it kind of hardens. And then I'm going to roast it, cook it in the oven when I'm there instead of cooking it in my air fryer because I don't have an air fryer there. So this is going to go in there too. My handy dandy food scale, which goes everywhere with me. It's super light, easy. My supplements, I have one for each day of the week that I'm there. So my morning, noon, and evening ones. And then in here also my EAAs and my glutamine. That way I just take it with me and I don't have to think about it. Oh, there's my shampoo. What else do I take? Oh, I print out my menu plan for my coach. Just waiting for that new little checkout or a new little update. I think those are pretty much the main things. But I also take my body weight scale. So have it's a travel scale. It's really small. It actually fits in here. It's very, very lightweight. I used to go between taking my body, like my home scale, and then using this just as my travel one. But there was like a 3.5 pound difference. And I'm like, I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but I'm like, I'm not mathing in the morning when I'm doing my weigh-ins. So take this with me. Every coach that I've had quite a few, and like they want something different in check-ins, right? Some just like stand straight, turn to the side, arms out, and see the back. Others are more specific, which I love specificity in most things. So my current coach, we need to use a ring light. We're going to start doing check-ins in the ring light inside as well as outdoors in sunlight. So I've got to take this bad boy with me. I think I have a handy dandy little carrying case, my tripod for my phone, which is how I do my check-ins. And that's about it. So happy Thursday. Gonna finish getting packed up. Won't see you tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday, my last work day before Vegas. So I almost forgot. If you have any questions about anything, I'm up for it. Just message me. If you have questions about like menopause and weight loss, if you have questions about caregiving and making time for yourself, if you have questions about um, exercising when you're super bendy and they have Ehlers Danlos, Or like sometimes we struggle with mast cell activation, so we overdo it. Our body almost like kind of attacks ourselves, like, and it can manifest in a lot of different ways. So you have questions or you want to talk about it, I'm your girl. I guess that's it for now. So back to what I was saying before. Lots of love, and I'll chat